Hi there, this is Greg Smith from Greg Smith Travels, and thanks very much for clicking on the link. In this short video, I'm going to tell you all about our Madagascar wildlife tour. This is a fantastic tour, very popular with a lot of people. All the images you see there on the screen, they're all taken from clients. And I'm just going to tell you a little bit about Greg Smith Travels and the kind of trips that we put together. This is me with TV naturalist Nigel Marvin. I organised some of the logistics for one of his filming documentaries out in the Philippines last year, and we also went on to co-lead a wildlife tour together in the Philippines. That's me there, knee deep in a river. That's me in my element. And just to give you an idea, the kind of wildlife tours that we like to run, I always call them life-changing journeys because they are for a lot of people. Now, I was inspired to do wildlife tours because the very first wildlife tours I went on many, many years ago weren't sufficiently, well, I say hardcore. They didn't allow me to really immerse myself in the natural world, and that's what is so important to me. You know, these aren't run-of-the-mill cookie cut type tours where you just get off a coach, take some pictures and off you go. This is real immersion in the natural world, and that's one of the reasons why they are so popular, and also why we just get such amazing feedback from them. This is Adam Radovanovic. He went from being a client on one of our very first tours back in 2007. Well, actually, I was working for a different company back then, but I was running the tour. He came on a tour back then, and now he runs some of the tours for me. So he is a tour leader for me. He's gone from being a client to now a tour leader for me. So he's got a fantastic job. He's a zookeeper by day. He's also a part-time rock star by night. He's got his own rock band, and then he leads wildlife tours for me. So he's got a pretty good lifestyle. Anyway, back to some of the images here that you see. These are the kinds of creatures you're going to encounter. So everything from satanic leaf-tailed geckos to giraffe-necked weevils, all kinds of lemurs to Madagascar tree boas, a whole range of chameleons, and as well as an impressive array of insect and amphibian life, birds, you name it. It's a stunningly beautiful country, this literally, what you see is what you get. We're going to be going through places such as Antananarivo, where you arrive, Moramanga, Andasibe, Vaikona Forest Reserve, where you can see things like fossas and tenrecs and all kinds of interesting wildlife. We then also go on to Ansitarabi and Ambotsitra, Ranamafana, before finishing up in Tulia and Ifati by the coast. So yeah, literally, these are pictures from clients on the trip itself. There's Adam, the tour leader, again there. So stunning scenery, amazing wildlife. Literally, it's jam-packed. And what we tend to do is kind of get up early and stay through till evening. Well, certainly as long as people have the energy to do it. So it literally is, it's very exciting. And this tour is really for people with a real passion for not just wildlife, but the natural world. So if being in the natural world kind of leaves you energized and revitalized, then this tour is for you. There we go. Lots of amazing wildlife there. And Adam again there. Stunning scenery, stunning wildlife. And we're going to be staying in, what we tend to do is kind of pick eco-lodges where you can just explore in the vicinity. So whilst we've got scheduled visits and treks to some of the national parks, it doesn't stop there. So it kind of continues all the way back right up until you're staying in the eco-lodge, where you can just explore to your heart's content. And I always find a wonderful way to finish off some of the tours is by the coast, and we certainly do that here. Stunning coastal scenery, and there's whales to watch. So if you want to go and watch, whether it's blue whales or humpback whales, if you want to do some diving, you can do that as well. So not only have we got the whole range of terrestrial wildlife, you've got amazing marine wildlife at the end as well. So this trip really does have it all. And this is just a snapshot of the feedback of people who've been not only on this trip but on other trips. So some of the first comments up there from Aisha as well as Nish Kacadia, those are all from Madagascar, as well as Barry Clare there. And I never tire of hearing these kind of comments. You know, what we get time and time again is people saying one of the best things they've ever done. And this is what inspired me to get into travel, and this is what I love to share with other people. This is why I love putting these kind of wildlife tours together for people, because we get this feedback all the time, and that's what it's all about. It's about providing, you know, sustainable professional ecotourism experience and an amazing holiday to boot. So there you have it. And these trips, we've got a few spaces left on the next trip, and Adam only leads one of these tours each year. So if you want to be amongst the first to receive updates on this tour as well as similar bucket list trips, then register your email details now. We don't send you any spam or rubbish. We're only going to send you content about these particular kinds of amazing tours. So if you do want a incredible once-in-a-lifetime journey, definitely not a run-of-the-mill type trip. If you're looking for something interesting, if you've been seeking some kind of really interesting kind of trip to go on, this is it. So register your details now, and I look forward to seeing you on one of the trips in the future. Many thanks. Bye now.